Hey everyone, it's Bri. I'm back with another scrapbook process video for the Spiegel Mom Scraps design team, and I'm going to be working with the Sequin Mix Carnival Ride, and that was part of the July sequin release. I have pulled out this pattern paper by Pink Fresh Studio from their new collection, I think it's from the new collection, Just a Little Lovely, and I absolutely loved it, and I didn't want to cover it up, so I thought a way to help um, showcase, I guess, all of that pretty watercolor background is to trim all of or half of it into some strips of different sizes. Now I chose some white plain cardstock as my base, and I'm going to just stagger these stripes just around the page or along the page. I did some skinny ones and then I did some thick ones, so I'm just going to mix them up and kind of switch the pinks and the orange and yellows around so that it wasn't too uniform, just to help break it up. And then to add a little more interest to my page, I decided to rip the edges, and I do like a torn edge on pattern paper. I love the white that it gives, or the white that it adds, and yeah. So I'm going to adhere those down, and then off camera I'm going to stitch through them just to add more interest and more texture onto the page. And you'll see here in just a minute after I adhere all of my little strips down. The photo that I'm scrapping is of me and my friend and her daughter. We were on the plane heading to Destin, Florida. This was back in June. I think was it June? It was June, I think. Yeah, it was June. It was honestly the most spontaneous trip I've ever taken, and it was so much fun. I had never been to Florida before, and so I was super excited to have an opportunity to go. My kids were with their dad for a few weeks, or actually, yeah, more than a few weeks. But so I was just here by myself, and I thought, you know what? You have an opportunity just to go and hang out with the girls and lay on the beach, and so I took it and we had so much fun. So this was the start of our trip. And I do have other photos that I want to scrap of our trip. So I'm hoping to maybe make a mini album or like a little, just a few different pages of our trip there. So I backed my photo with some vellum, and then I also turned over or used the other side of this watercolor paper and backed my photo with that as well. And I did stitch through all of those little strips, and then I'm roughing up the edges here with my little distress tool. And I try to get my scissors in there for like the skinnier strips where I couldn't really fit my little distressing tool. And it didn't work. Well, it kind of did, but then I didn't want to chance like scraping into my pattern paper. So I kind of just bent up what I could and then ruffled up what I could. I guess ruffled. I guess you can say ruffled and ruffed. I think I'm putting way too much thought into it. Anyways, okay. So what I've poured out to my left there are some Hip Kit exclusive ephemera pieces from the July, because I haven't gotten my August kits. Yes, so from the July Hip Kit kits. And yeah, so I thought it was perfect because it's very summery, it's very tropical, and I thought that the pieces would be perfect. They matched the pattern paper strips as well as the theme for my layout, you know, because we were headed on a little vacation, and I thought they matched very nicely. So yeah, we were down there for a week, and we had so much fun just hanging out at the beach, walking down the beach, going shopping, eating. I probably gained 6 pounds for the week that we were there because we were just like, you know, you're on vacation, so you just eat. It was just awesome. It was so much fun. Yeah. So I'm just gonna glue these little pieces down. I did little clusters of three, or no, I did 3 clusters, and then I'm just going to layer up some of the flowers on these really, really pretty leaves and just kind of layer and tuck there. My title my title is Girls Trip. Wait, hold on. Of course, I don't know. Oh, it's right here in front of my face. I use these these gold puffy stickers and wrote out Girls Trip. And then I'm going to pull in some Pink Fresh Studio puffy stickers as well and add to my title, The Best Girls Trip, because it was so much fun. Right here is where I'm going to add on these sequins, and these sequins match so nicely with this ephemera or the Hip Kit exclusive ephemera. I absolutely love this mix, and I think it would be perfect in a shaker. Now, okay, so I say that about all of the Spiegel Mom scrap sequins. They all would look amazing in a shaker, and I didn't make a shaker this time because I thought, okay, the last two projects you've made shakers, so kind of like change it up, and this is what I did. I thought, you know, it will also show how pretty these sequins are just on that white background. I just love how the blues and the greens match and just look so pretty. They look like jewels on a page. I am adding in some tangled thread to go hand in hand with the stitching that I put on all the little strips. And yeah, what else am I doing? I think I'm going to do it on the right side too. Yeah, so if you guys aren't part of the Spiegel Mom Scraps Facebook group, definitely go check it out. There are challenges up there right now. Today's the last day to Scraplift a member, the Scraplift a member challenge. So go check that out if you miss it this time. There will be another one posted, so definitely go join in, and there's lots of inspiration posted, and yeah, it's just a great group of scrappers over there. And her group is called Spread the Sparkle, and yeah, we'd love to see you over there. I added some chipboard pieces from Cardabella's line that I don't remember the name of it, and I'm sorry, I had already put all of my stuff away, and the only thing I have in front of me is my layout, and I can't remember the name of that collection. I just know it's Cardabella. So I just added a little plain, a little piece that says Adventure Begins Here, because that was the start of our vacation, and then a little, or not vacation, adventure, and then I have a vacation sticker that's up at the top left of my photo. And then I added this little pineapple and some other small flowers and some tiny text, or just text stickers, one that says it's time to live a little, and then a favorite memory. And that about finishes off my page. I, of course, am going to add some gold Heidi Shine around my page, and I absolutely love how it turned out. Don't forget to use my code Brianna15 to save you 15% off in the shop. Here is a photo of the final layout. It's so bright and summery and tropical, and these Carnival Ride sequins are perfect for it. Thanks so much again for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope I've inspired you in some way, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!